So, hello everyone, and welcome to EduTap. This is yet another and a special success story for you, where we have with us Mr. Murugendra, who has cleared the EPFO examination, and in the recently announced results, he has scored a very beautiful rank. And today we have him with us to share his strategy for this particular examination. How was his experience, and what are the sources that he prepared from for the EPFO examination? So, welcome, Murugendra.
Thank you, sir.
How are you?
Fine, sir.
Fine. Again, obviously, first of all, it must have been a very special feeling that you have aced this APFO examination. Before we start, let me tell you all a bit about Murugendra. Murugendra, he is an engineering graduate. He has done his BTech in mechanical engineering from University of Mumbai. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And he graduated in 2017, and since then he has also prepared for the UPSC civil services examination, and he has appeared for the civil services examinations as well. And now he has cleared the EPFO examination, which was again conducted by UPSC. So, Murugendra, congratulations, a lots and lots of congratulations to you. And how was the feeling when you saw your name in the final merit list in the rankings? How was the feeling? How did you respond?
The feeling was so great. It was a cumulative result of hard work from 2017 for UPSC Civil Service exam and especially for UPSC EPFO exam. Uh, the feeling was really great, and that's why.
Okay, the feeling must also have been, shared by your parents, your friends, and family members, and your relatives. What was the reaction in brief, if you don't mind us telling?
Yes, I informed the parents. They were very happy about the result, clearing EPFO with good rank. My friends and other relatives were also anticipating about the results. I had told them that I had attended the interview in Delhi, so they were also quite happy about listening the result, hearing about the result from me.
Okay, okay. So first of all, please tell me that how did EPFO happen? Why did you decide that you are going to appear for the EPFO examination?
I was preparing for this civil services examination, and UPSC conducts many examination as is a body meant for. So I've attended CDS CAPF examination, and this EPFO exam caught my attention. It was in the scope of syllabus that was I was reading for civil services. So I filled, and further the organization of EPFO, the way organization EPFO works, it also caught my attention. The EPFO organization, if you see, does quite a lot of a good work. It has emerged as a silent hero in providing social security to millions of employees
Yes.
in our country, and it has emerged as a backbone of our social security organization. So uh, this all
The-
things motivated me to study for EPFO and contribute my knowledge towards EPFO.
Yeah, so obviously this sense of service that we get after working in such a reputed organization, which has been working in this field of social security since a very long time, and also very brilliantly. Murugendra, now please tell me that obviously this examination, it has the syllabus of this examination, it has different subjects, variety of subjects. One set of subjects, I would say, they are very similar to the preparation that we do for UPSC also. Like there's history, economy, polity, etc., which is the GS of the civil services. Then there comes your maths and English language, like CSAT in civil services, but here it is again obviously for merit. And then comes your subjects which might be unfamiliar to you, being an engineer. There's accounts and labor laws and these industrial relations. So please tell us, how did you prepare for these different kinds of subjects? What was the strategy that you employed, and what are the sources that you consulted, especially for those subjects which were not covered by you during the UPSC preparation?
Okay. So I will first start with the subjects that are specially meant for EPFO examination. Then I will come to the common subjects. Okay. Uh, First, if we consider the labor law, industrial relations, labor codes, for all this, I referred a book called Piali Ghosh. It
Pyali
is a very
Ghosh.
good book. It is a very good book. It gives you a very nice explanation about industrial relations theories, how industrial relations work, labor laws, the theories behind them, social security theories behind the social security, then existing labor laws in India, such as Employment Compensation Act and other laws. So it gives a brief and very good explanation about them. Further, to keep the updates with this recent labor codes that has been launched by government, so I read the individual labor codes. Further, one can also go through their summary if one finds very that bulky. And next is accounting.
Accounts.
For accounting, one can refer NOIS material. It is very quite simple, chapter wise given. Uh, e- introduction to accounting and further their chapters. One can also refer NCRT. This NOIS and NCRT both are sufficient to cover the accounting. And here also in labor law and accounting, the focus should be on the principles involved.
Okay, so
Suppose
the
I,
basic
if I
concepts involved.
basic concepts involved, the theories involved. So that should be cleared while reading the books. And UPSC also asked questions based on this only.
Okay.
You Further, one can also refer PYQs of EPFO, UPSC FIFO, previous examination, UPSC, APFC is also similar kind of examination where labor law and accounting are there. So both the exams PYQs, one can get the idea of as to how the questions are framed from labor law and accounting.
Okay, so if I summarize what Murugendra has just told us right now, is that if we talk about the subjects which are not particularly associated with the civil services preparation, so for accounts, which is a very important part, both for the EPFO EOO exam as well as the APFC exam, the accounts can be prepared from NIOS notes. NIOS is National Institute of Open Schooling, for those who don't know, and I think these notes are also available free of cost online,
Yes.
right? And NCRTs also you can use, right, Murugendra?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so NCRTs for class 11th and 12th, there also you can go. And Murugendra is saying that we have to focus on the basic concepts, which is a very important thing that he has said, that for the sake of clearing this examination, we need not be, very much adept at accounting. We need not be accountants just right now. We can learn that as we go into the EPF organization. But for this exam's purpose, we must be very well aware about the basic concepts related to accounts or related to industrial relations. And obviously, we have to memorize the facts related to labor laws. So, Murgendra, then what about the GS subjects?
Okay. Uh, Starting with polity, Indian polity, I used to refer the Lakshmikant. I read the same for preferably for DPSP, preamble, fundamental rights, amendments to the constitution, then basics of parliament, basics of president. This all one should be. Basically, polity is with reference to current affairs going on during that time period. Okay.
Yep.
Uh, Secondly, fundamental rights DPSP are the key things in polity, and one must definitely learn them by heart for these exams. Okay. Then comes history, modern history. I referred Spectrum by Rajiv Ahir. That is a good book, a brief history. It will cover all areas.
Yep.
Uh, Secondly, then economy schemes. For economy schemes, one can go to popular sources in the market economy. One can refer also PIB for the schemes of the government, current schemes that are going on. Then the schemes that are in existing since years, such as Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, then
Yes.
Manrega. These are the these
Evergreen
schemes
schemes.
are evergreen schemes and existing since 5 to 10 years now. So these
Yes.
are the schemes one should also focus on rather than current schemes ongoing.
So, in addition to the newly launched schemes, which are only about an year or two old, we also have to cover these very important schemes like Manrega, as you said, and Gram Sadak Yojana. These are very fundamental kinds of initiatives by the government. So, obviously, in the preparation for UPSC, you must have read about all these subjects. You must have been comfortable in these subjects of GS. So, how much time did you think it was? How much time did you take for covering the accounts labor laws part of the syllabus?
Uh, the account and labor law, on daily basis, I devoted approx 2 hours, 2 hours to labor laws for 3 to 4 days in a week, and 2 hours for accounting in around same week, 3 days.
3 days, okay.
So that was sufficient.
Okay, so that was sufficient. So, according to you, if a civil services aspirant who has not read these subjects before, if the aspirant can, work hard and can devote some specific time within a punctual manner to these subjects, we can cover it in a few months, and we will
Yes.
be ready for these subjects. Because many aspirants, they might be, scared that we have not read accounts, we have not read about labor laws, etc. before, so we should not be appearing for this examination. You would you agree that we should not do that? We should at least give it a try.
Yes, you can definitely go try because other than these two subjects, the remaining of the syllabus is much covered in UPSC other exams. And labor law and accounting also, they do not ask in such a in-depth questions that one cannot attempt. If one has a basic knowledge and one is well versed with current affairs, then one can definitely give this exam.
Yeah, one can then definitely appear for this. In addition to recruitment test, there was also this interview stage. How did you prepare for the interview part?
Okay. The interview I focused mainly on my personality traits, what my personality traits are, right from my childhood, like in schools, what used to do, what was my main motivation, further in colleges, after passing out from engineering, what I am doing after 2017, because basically these are the areas where UPSC panel also asked the questions to you. Okay,
Hmm.
so what was your engineering? Why are you? What have you learned there? How could you use your engineering in EPFO? Then how were you preparing for a civil service or any other exam if a candidate is preparing for? Okay, what motivates to join you? So these are the questions one can prepare if one is thoroughly well known by his personality. So one should work on his personality for the interview, as the UPSC also calls it as a personality test. Further, the body language, hand movements, eye movement, uh, way of going to the table, approaching, getting the permission to sit, way of greeting the members, having the conversation, politeness in the conversation, answering the questions. So these all are the aspects one should work on other than knowledge in the interview.
Okay, so other than knowledge, it is very important how you conduct yourself, how much genuine you are, if you are trying, to bluff the examiner or not, because this also happens many a times that aspirants, even if they don't know the answer to any particular question, they would try to give any answer. They would either try to lie or they would either try to circle around the point. I think we should not do this. We should be very genuine with our conduct.
Yes, guesswork does not work. If you know the answer, then it's okay to give the answer. Otherwise, you can politely say that I do not know the answer. They do not, but telling a lie or guessing work does not go well in the interview.
Yeah, it does not go well. So Murugendra, obviously, as this examinations notification, it came out in January 2020. Then because of
Hmm.
the pandemic, this examination, it got postponed and it got delayed a multiple of times. So how did you manage with that? Was it problematic for you that this examination is getting postponed again and again? Were you demotivated, or were you like, okay, so I get extra time to prepare?
No, as I said that I was preparing for civil services also. So my preparation for civil services was going on, and this exam was postponed from October to May, from
Me.
May to again September. So matlab, my preparation was going on, but when the final timetable was launched, such as May or September, I was more focused on the preparation. So postponing never demotivated, because there
Okay.
were lots of things going on in the world that time, pandemic and all. So
So obviously you are preoccupied, because this is also a very good strategy, because many aspirants, they sometimes, they get demotivated, that they don't further want to prepare for this examination. So a good way out can be that keep yourself preoccupied, either with some other preparation or either with some other kind of activity, so that your mind does not lay idle and it does not get to think about these irrelevant things. Were there any activities, were there any activities or hobbies that you had which helped you de-stress? For example, there might be stress sometimes, na, that you are fed up of studying and you are tired, your body's tired, mind is saturated. So were there any activities that you did for entertainment or just for recreation?
yes, my hobbies such as yoga, meditation, playing badminton, this helped me to keep me physically and mentally active.
Okay, so these kept you, on your toes, and you were active all the time. And obviously, I think the people who are around us, our parents and family and friends, they are also a very good support structure. So, would you say that the people around you, your family or your friends, they were also very instrumental in keeping you motivated and keeping you inspired for this examination of, or for any other kind of examination?
Yes, the role of parents, the support given by parents is very much. This helped me in my preparation. They motivated me. How much time it was taking. So they basically they guided me that it will take time, but eventually you will get good one. Further, my friend, we were preparing together. So he and I were quite motivating each other, sharing strategies, looking upon our preparations. So friends, family members, parents, all were in the journey.
Okay, so who they all were in journey, and obviously they all rejoiced in your success also. And
Yes.
one thing that we have not touched upon still is that current affairs, because current affairs is something that we prepare for UPSC also, we prepare for civil services also, and then these are also asked in the EPFO examination. And is there any difference between the kind of preparation that we do for current affairs in both the examination?
There is slight difference in main UPSC civil service examination. The current affairs questions are different comparatively in EPFO and other examination. If one wants to go through current affairs questions, one can go through UPSC papers of CDS, CAPF examination. Their current affairs question are quite close to UPSC, EPFO examination rather than
Okay.
civil services, I would say. In civil services, the current affairs question are bit little analytical and sometimes factual also. For current affairs, oh, read about current year's budget economic survey. They are a must in referring to current affairs, because it covers also a lot of schemes and updates
Yes.
on old schemes. Further, 5 to 6 months from the examination date, current affairs, any magazine in the market will be sufficed that covers some sort of factual, some and a good amount of government news, that covers PIB news, that also. And reading of newspaper, reading of newspaper helps is that helps in a way that it you get to understand the themes that are going around in current affairs. For example, if you were to say the last year, after the rollout of national education policy, there was emphasis on learning in mother tongue.
Yes.
So this, and one question was asked in UPSC regarding that only. Ki, mother language or language day, some sort of question was based on that. So when is that language day celebrated, or mother language day celebrated? So like that question. So these themes, the current affairs in the UPSC are not come out in blue. So they are based on the themes that are going on in past 6 months, 1 year. Mostly governments, what are the policies of government, what government is emphasizing on. So this all should be kept in mind when is preparing current affairs. and
Okay.
accordingly should remember the facts and emphasize more on facts on those topics rather than remembering all facts. So this can be a way out.
Okay, so there is a difference in the orientation of how you study the current affairs. Basically, we are reading the same kinds of things, but the nature of questions which are asked in both the examinations, they are a bit different. Okay, so Murugendra, obviously, you have attained success in this examination, and I know I have faith that you will also be doing so in the future also. Whether in EPFO organization you will do a great work, or even if you go ahead with some other opportunity, you will be very successful at that. Any advice, one or two important tips that you want to give to all the aspirants who are watching us right now?
Uh, One is that if you are preparing, have a faith in you uh, that you will definitely succeed. For further, for success to achieve, it takes a lot of patience to believe in yourself, and further hard work. Hard work in right direction. You should, and for achieving a success, if suppose you are quite focused on a particular exam, so you should target that exam, that let it be whatever happens, I should get through this exam. Okay, getting preoccupied with other exams is okay at a time, but when it comes to clearing exam, focusing on a particular exam will help you crack the exam easily.
Okay, so we have to be very much focused in our approach. We should not be, just like a Wi-Fi that we are connecting to different devices at different times. We have to be singularly focused in one direction, and therefore our energies are focused, and we have to be, as Murugendra said, that we have to have a faith in ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves, and we have to consistently work hard in the right direction, which is a very important thing. Murugendra has advised us. So, Murugendra, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us and for giving us your valuable time, and also enlightening our aspirants, fellow aspirants who are preparing for different examinations conducted by UPSC or some other bodies. And I again congratulate you for this success, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Murugendra. Thank you.